Welcome into Drew Silly Diamonds for Tuesday, March 4th, 2025. I am Drew Martin breaking down the slate of games. Let me know in the comments below where you agree, where you disagree. All is welcome. It helps grow the show as we got an SEC, a Big Ten, and a Big East matchup coming your way with analysis. Guys, first game up, 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Pacific on the SEC network. We're heading to Colonial Life Arena, Columbia, South Carolina for the Georgia Bulldogs and the South Carolina Gamecocks. We are seeing South Carolina minus 1 point home favorites, 137 being the total. South Carolina just 12-17, 2-14 in the SEC, but playing better basketball. They have won 2 of their last 3 games, and actually both teams are playing arguably their best basketball of the season, with the Georgia Bulldogs covering 3 straight games against the Auburn Tigers, the Florida Gators, and the Texas Longhorns. They actually knocked off the Gators and the Longhorns in their last 2 straight up. We get Mike White in his 3rd year, trying to crack into the NCAA tournament, and I wouldn't be surprised if they do it. Now, they're going to need to win this game, and they're catching 1 here. It's interesting to see South Carolina going off as the favorite. I might be in the minority here with seeing it a little push towards South Carolina from pick'em to -1, but I like Georgia in this meeting. The Bulldogs won the first matchup between these SEC opponents, 71-60. They caused 17 turnovers in that first game. I think it's more of the same here. I think they turn over the Gamecocks. I think they find a way to win it. We'll put the point in our pocket. We're on the Georgia Bulldogs, roof, as the underdog to tip us off on Tuesday. We got next game up an hour later, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. We're heading to the Big Ten Conference. This game on Peacock, Mackey Arena, West Lafayette, Indiana. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Purdue Boilermakers. Purdue -10 in the hook as the home favorite, 154.5 being the total. The Scarlet Knights come in a game under 500, 7-11 in Big Ten Conference play. Purdue, 20-win season so far, 12-6 in the Big Ten. I actually like this one, guys, totals-wise, because Rutgers was a team I was looking to be betting over. We have been on the show betting them over the total. However, in this matchup against Purdue, I think Purdue's the more talented team. That's what the market's telling us here, with them as the double-digit favorite. And they're going to look to slow this game down. Plus, being at home here in West Lafayette, this is a team that averaged under 65 possessions in their last 3 games. They won the first meeting 68-50. They dominated Rutgers. That game only had 63 possessions. And Rutgers point guard Dylan Harper, he kind of sets the show, sets the tempo for the Scarlet Knights offense. He actually played in that game. He got injured, then came back, and that's when we were riding Rutgers over the total. But coming back here on the road, I know Rutgers has scored 80-plus points in their last 3 games, averaging 89 points. I actually think that comes to an end. Not a best bet for the show, but if you're watching Rutgers and Purdue, I like it to the under of 154.5. I don't think they've reached the 150s. Let's call it 75-65. Boilermakers win this one at home. Got 1 game left. Best bet for the show. Let me know in the comments below where you agree, where you disagree. All is welcome. Smash that like button if you're liking the content. Helps the algorithm on YouTube, guys. Any picks, fire away as well. Any questions, we'll do a question and answer later this week. We also got if you're interested in premium picks, check them out, WagerTalk.com, experts page, Drew Martin. Great day to do so. It is $5 Tuesday. All plays discounted to just $5. Got a 4%er, a big bet going Tuesday night. You can pick that up. Normally $25. Today, just $5. Drew Martin, experts page, WagerTalk.com. All right, last game for the show. Best bet for the show. 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific on Peacock, Capital One Arena, Washington, D.C., heading to our nation's capital here for the Big East matchup between Villanova and Georgetown. 140 and a hook being the total. Villanova coming in -3 point road favorites. It is ticking up right now. I'm doing this, by the way, earlier on Monday than I normally do. We had just Bet Online come out with the openers, a couple more offshores as well. So these lines might move a little bit. It was Villanova -3. Now I'm seeing it 3.5. I like that move. So I guess we got to go on record with -3.5 now. That's the way I'm going after this one, guys, for the best bet. Villanova's won 3 straight. They've covered 6 of their last 8. They've covered each of their last 2 road games. And they're up against Georgetown here. The Hoyas, their center, Sorber, he got injured. And since that, They're 0-3 their last 3 games, all losses by double digits. I think this is fade city on Georgetown. I really do. They're 4-10 their last 14 overall. And maybe most importantly here, in this price range, 3.5, 66% free throws for Georgetown, 82% for Villanova. If it comes down to a foul fest at the end, like that 82% from the charity stripe from Villanova, guys. That's number 2 in the country as well. So we're going to jump on Nova here, -3.5 as the road favorite over Georgetown. That's going to do it for the show. In recap, Villanova, -3.5, best bet for the show. We got Rutgers, Purdue, under 154.5. And we're tipping it off with the Georgia Bulldogs, +1 on the road over South Carolina. Guys, $5 Tuesday, WagerTalk.com. Check it out. Drew Martin Experts page, 4%er up and available. And enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Cash those tickets. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back early on Wednesday. Come back and join us.